Good day, everyone. This is our IMRAD research outline proposal for our research entitled Students' Perception and Satisfaction of Acquired Knowledge Among Accountancy Students in Tagum City. Together with my group mates, Ira Monic M. Capuno and Mary Hanzel G. Opong, my name is Cathy Marie Angela and Arellano, and we are going to discuss to you the important keys and information about our research proposal. Thus, to further discuss, we will now begin.
To start with our outline proposal, let me present our quantitative study entitled Student Perception and Satisfaction of Acquired Knowledge Among Accountancy Students in Tagum City. For our conceptual framework that shows the correlation between dependent and independent variable along with its indicators. Accountancy students' perception is our independent variable. Its indicators are course structure, instructors' feedback, self-motivation, and learning styles. For our dependent variable, satisfaction of acquired knowledge. Its indicators are learning objectives and satisfaction. To further discuss the dependent variable and its importance, let's move on to the next slide. Student satisfaction is the result of students' experience in school. It upholds and brings their loyalty towards the school because of its good system of education. Students as well as parents are looking for universities that is affordable but offers a great experience to satisfy student satisfaction. Studies are conducted to seek what are the themes that influence students' perception of their overall satisfaction in school experiences. Knowing the student satisfaction is important for universities and professors to further improve their services as well as the going concern of their institution. For the independent variable, the student's perception are specified under four indicators, which are course structure, instructor's feedback, self-motivation, and learning style. The course structure expresses the rigidity or adaptivity of the program's educational objectives, teaching strategies, and evaluation models. While the instructor's feedback intends to boost students' performance, and further, for the learning style, different students learn differently. And lastly, for the self motivation, it is the core of self regulated learning. In Aston's student involvement model, it explains the students' perception on their satisfaction of university's experiences and how it serves as the basis for future development of universities. Next, for research gap. Conducting studies that influence the student perception and their satisfaction is one of the focus of universities nowadays. With this research and data, college instructors can better understand the resources needed to help students and become more aware of better techniques that have a better overall college experiences by looking at the aspects that contribute to student satisfaction for undergraduate college students. And lastly, for this introduction, we have the significance of the study. This study aims to understand accounting students' perception and satisfaction of their accounting knowledge, acquired knowledge rather. Also, this study intends to assess the variables influence on student satisfaction and perceived level of learning and discover which one are more influential than others. To further discuss the anchored theory of our study, it will be discussed by the next presenter.
The guiding framework for this current study was Astin's Student Involvement Theory on 1999. Astin's Student Involvement Model provides a comprehensive explanation of how students assess the university experience and how these perceptions provide feedback for future improvements for university. Astin's 1999 theory includes three construct input, environment, and output, which he later on called as the IEO framework. So the first one is It includes the student input, which refers to the program entry characteristics of students that include demographic, financial, and behavioral dimensions. In this case, motivation is at the heart of biological, cognitive, and social control, making it fundamental and recurrent problem in psychology. And that is according to the study of Nell et al. 2020. Perhaps Smith 2001 also stated that learning technique and self directed learning is fundamental for learning frameworks to be successful. The learning process must be self managed by the students. Self managed is at the core of self regulated learning, and that the self generated energy that drives behavior toward a clear objective is referred to as self motivation, and that is according to Zimmerman 1985 to 1984. On the other hand, E, or the environment, refers to the student's experience throughout the college program, and it includes institutional characteristics such as curriculum, faculty teaching, and the learning experience, which may relate to the instructor's feedback that intends to boost student performance through helping learners on their performance and directing their learning and efforts. Also, Pintrich, Smith, Garcia, and Mack Kichi on their study in 1991 stated that the feedback from instructors to students can help the students to improve their effective responses, enhance their cognitive knowledge and skills, and as well as to activate their metacognition. For the last one is the student output. It refers to the student's experience, which discusses the environment, including course performance and student engagement. Again, that is according to Astin's theory on 1999. The course structure assesses the extent to which an education curriculum can cater or be adaptive to each learner's specific needs. Also, the main concept, as for us already discussed by my groupmate a while ago, that the main concept of learning style research is that it's different, and different students learn in various ways, and that when a learner's learning style and a teacher's learning style are compatible, students experience higher levels of satisfaction and learning results, and that is according to Don, Beaudry, and Clavas on their study on 1989 rather. Now, to further discuss and to continue, my groupmate will be discussing about our study's methodology.
Good day, panels. I will be presenting our methodology. First is research design. A non-experimental quantitative research design with descriptive correlation will be used in the study. This technique describes the situation scenario and examines the causes of the specific incident being investigated. This includes data collection to determine the level of analysis of measurable variables and organizational capabilities that are rooted in the strategic management literature. This survey deals with quantitative data about the said phenomenon. The quantitative aspect is an appropriate schedule for gathering data designed for the target respondents to answer the questions. The gathering process was based on a questionnaire that will examine problems related to a sample of a population with observed or measured data according to Allen 2017. Next is research participants. This study will be conducted among undergraduate accountancy students from tertiary institutions offering BS and accountancy courses in Tagum City, Davao del Norte, who are currently enrolled in school year 2021 to 2022. And for our population and sample, Rosov size sample calculator will be used to calculate sample size of the population, and stratified sampling will be used to select the respondents, and the participants will be randomly selected. And for our research instruments, the instrument to be used in the study will be adapted and modified to suit the context of the study from Yom et al. 2006, Mejia 2009, and Berbera et al. 2013. The contents of the instruments will be presented to the group of experts for validation. And for our data collection, After the approval of the panel members for our questionnaires, the researchers will undergo the following steps and procedures in gathering data for the study. The researchers will write a letter to the deans of tertiary institutions offering the BS and accountancy program requesting permissions to obtain the number of the population of BSA students in their institutions. And a letter of endorsement will be asked, which allows the researchers to manage the survey questions for the respondents. Formal consent with the participants will be given, and since physical surveys are not possible, survey questionnaire will be conducted through Google Forms. The researchers will manually calculate and compile it into a table and evaluate it using two statistical tools. And lastly, statistical tools. The statistical tools that will be used for data analysis and interpretations are mean and person R. For mean, this statistical tool will be used to determine the level of perception and satisfaction of acquired knowledge. And for person R, the statistical tool will be employed to determine the significance of the relationship between perception and satisfaction of acquired knowledge. Thank you for listening, and that is our outline proposal for students' perception and satisfaction among accountancy students in Tagum City. If you have any concern or queries, you may reach us at our email address provided below.